Hey folks, I'm Dr. Mike Israetel for Renaissance Periodization. This week's weekly tip, short little tip to help you guys train, diet, recover, so on and so forth, is trying the technique of alternating supersets to save time in the gym. What the hell are these and why are we trying them? Well, if you're in a rush, let's say crazy traffic, you got a date with your pretend girlfriend at 7:30 p.m., you're supposed to come home and shower by 7 so you can make the date at 7:30. Normally you start your workout at 4:30 and have plenty of time. This time, crazy traffic, and you started your workout 45 minutes late. What? That means you might have like half an hour to work out or not at all. Now here's the thing. It might seem like good training is completely impossible and you're just like, well, fuck it. I just drove to the gym for no goddamn reason, turning around, driving home, and then I'm going to shower and shave and sit down to the date, and your pretend girlfriend's going to be like, so, like, what are you up to today? And you're like, damn it, I didn't get the train. You pick up a fork, you stab yourself in the eye. She starts yelling. People don't know what's going on. The restaurant staff is crazy. The police show up. You're in a psych ward for the rest of your life. We don't want this to happen. So we have a better idea. You can get much benefit, not all of it, in a tiny fraction of time by just switching the script on how you do your training. Instead of your usual plan, you might want to try what we call alternating supersets. Here's what you do. You pick 2 exercises at a time that are antagonistic or non-overlapping, which means none of the muscles used in one exercise is heavily or at all used in the other exercise. So that while one exercise is being performed, the other exercise's muscles are resting to get ready to go again. So for example, just examples, squats and incline presses. You don't really use any of the muscles you do one for the other. Curls and lateral raises, pull downs and leg presses. These are odd combos, right? And you can do these with any muscles that don't overlap, don't intersect. And here's how you do it. You do the first exercise. Let's say it's squats. You do squats, usually a higher rep set, close to failure, rack. Take only 30 seconds of rest. And that includes you racking the weight, walking over to the incline, sitting down, looking at your watch or your cell phone. As soon as 30 seconds expires, unrack, incline, and go. Do a high rep set of incline presses. Rack, 30 seconds of rest, hit squats again, and so on and so forth. Does it have to be 30 seconds? No. It can be 15, it can be 45, or even a minute. You should be breathing pretty hard this entire time, but not like, right? That's bad, but pretty hard breathing. Essentially, your breathing never goes down to normal. It's kind of like you're jogging the entire time, at least that level of breathing intensity. So 30 seconds, so you hit squats or hit lift 1, 30 seconds, hit lift 2, 30 seconds, hit lift 1 again. So each set is a superset of 2 exercises. You do 4 or 5 sets, basically like 4 or 5 times you squatted, 4 or 5 times you inclined, 30 seconds break between each of all of those, and that's a crap load of stimulus to the muscle in minutes. Where normally, good God, for squats, you could take a long time to warm up. This is a lighter load, higher reps, so you don't have to worry about that. Warming up is much less time consuming. You normally could rest 2, 3, 4 minutes or even more between every set of squats and incline presses because you want the most out of each set. That is ideal, but you don't have time for ideal. You have just time for this. So if you're supposed to do like 15 to 20 sets total for 3 or 4 muscles that session, you could get that done in like 20 minutes. I'm not even joking, like 20 minutes or something like that. You can blast all of the muscles you had on the docket. What are the advantages of this? Okay. Your individual muscles that you're training, let's say biceps on a combination of, curls and lateral raises, your biceps don't just get 30 seconds of rest. Between sets, they get 30 seconds of rest plus however long the laterals took, which is maybe another 30 seconds to a minute. So they really get a minute and 30 seconds rest. Now, it's not high quality rest. It's not total rest, but it's absolutely better than nothing, which means that if you alternate the supersets, alternate, your performance on them doesn't fall nearly as much as if you try to do that to the same muscle. Like if you do a chest press, rest 30 seconds, chest press, rest 30 seconds, chest press, your reps go down like crazy. But if you chest press, row, chest press, row, chest press, row, your reps go down a little bit, but not nearly as much as you expect, which means you get much more high quality work to the target muscle. This can allow you to cut the workout duration from what you were going to do by like 70%, no problem. That is huge. That means in our little fantasy scenario we did before this, where you show up to the gym late, you can leave the gym on time to go shower and then go to the date completely cooked, right? Sorry, I misspoke. Not completely cooked, but damn well cooked. Your muscles are feeling it. In addition to that, because your breathing rate never falls below a certain level, it's a great cardio workout too, which means this kind of thing that saves a ton of time is actually pretty fun and really challenging and is a great cardio workout as well as a resistance training workout, is almost ideal for regular folks. If I ever work, I don't work with regular people anymore, I just talk to machines all day long, but if I ever work with regular people, and back when I used to, the average person coming in who's going to train with me for 2 or 3 times a week, we do not stand around talking between sets. We set up 2 exercises that are antagonistic or non-overlapping, and they fucking go. 30 minutes you wish never happened, but it's challenging, it's fun, you leave drenched with sweat, and it's a really good hypertrophy stimulus. Now, the downside is that your individual muscles don't recover nearly as well as if you'd actually given them 3 minutes of rest. I mean, for the love of God, while you're doing pull downs, there's no way your quads are going to recover than if you were just laying down or sitting down. It's not possible. This means that the effectiveness of the workout, even if the same number of sets occur, even if everything's taken in the same proximity to failure, is going to fall by maybe as much or even a little bit more than 25%. I mean, that sucks. But notice, we reduced the time commitment by 70%, and the effectiveness maybe only falls by about 25%. So if you're a really advanced athlete and your bottom end, kind of a minimum effective volume, minimum effective intensity, etc., is like somewhere up 90% of what you're normally capable of, if it's up to you to have a good workout or no workout, and you're in a mass gaining phase, it's not just muscle retention, it may be good to just skip the gym that day and come back in hard the next day and do a real good session. If you're a powerlifter, strongman, etc., and you're going for limit lifts, super heavy, 3 to 6, or even 1 to 3 reps, there's no way you're going to be able to pull this off. It's just fucking impossible. So just skip and come back the next day. But if you want to maintain muscle, or if you are, or you're just working with folks that just want to be generally fit and you want to squeeze your workout in, and if you're a beginner or intermediate, these kinds of workouts don't optimally grow, but they're better than nothing, much better than nothing, you're good to go. So while it's a little less effective than what you could have done, if you don't have time to get done what you could have done, the comparator is not 100%. It's actually 0. So if you get 75% of your good workout with taking up, a tiny fraction of the normal time, it is a really good idea. Something's better than nothing at all in many cases. Then it's something you could have in the back of your mind. So when you flight delay or schedule change or this and that happens and you still want to hit the gym, but you don't have as much time as you thought, try at least some of these alternating supersets and you might see that you get a pretty decent workout with a tiny fraction of time, folks. Speaking of time, I'll see you next time for next week's weekly tip video. Peace.